If you could be like anybody in the whole world, who would you want to be like? Hi, Joe Stowell here for Strength for the Journey. Let's talk about that. I can hear some of you saying, I don't want to be like anybody, I just want to be me. Well, not a bad idea. But I find like when I am like me, it's not always a real nice picture. Like maybe you need somebody farther down the pike than you that you could be like. So let me ask you, if you could be like anybody in the world, who would you be like? Well, if you said Jesus, oh, you are spot on. That's exactly the right answer. In fact, our whole spiritual DNA, when Jesus redeemed us and brought us into his family, the chromosome mix in our DNA was all about becoming like him. Think of Romans chapter 8, for instance, verse 29 that says, that whom God did foreknow, he also did predestine to become conformed to the image of his Son. So becoming like Jesus is all part of the big-time divine plan for our lives. So what would that look like? Well, it would look like being merciful to people, like giving people the benefit of the doubt, giving them space. It would be about sharing grace. Think about that. You say, well, the people in my life don't deserve grace. Of course not. That's what grace is all about. If they deserved it, they wouldn't get grace. Where would you be if you, as an undeserving person, were not given the grace of God? If he had not forgiven you? If he had not loved you as his enemy? You know, this is all the stuff of what becoming like Jesus is all about. One thing about Jesus is that people mattered most. And even people who weren't a lot like him, thank you. People like women at the well, people like in the story of the Good Samaritan, lost in a ditch by the side of the road. From hookers to homemakers, from rich to poor, from religious to pagan, with him people mattered most. So to be like Jesus means that I have to jump over my pride and my prejudices and serve people because people matter most. Well, just let me encourage you today to do one thing that people would say, that reminds me of Jesus. I remember as a pastor walking into church, and a lady and her little boy were walking behind me. And I heard the little boy say to his mom, Mom, is that Jesus? And I heard her say, no, that's our pastor. Well, what I would have really liked to have heard is for her to say, no, that's not Jesus, that's our pastor. But he reminds us a lot of Jesus. I wonder, when was the last time that your life, your attitudes, and your actions reminded people of Jesus?